Hello, hope everyone is having a great afternoon. Today, from my story, I guess I'm going to touch a little bit on courage. Um, Whew, she's a big one. And for starters, I guess, since this one says fierce about intimacy first, it was a really big one. I haven't had the best luck in relationships. It's like, it would always kind of bite me somehow. Or maybe I did then. But I always felt like I was the one that would kind of run, but still end up apologizing somehow. Did so many experiences in love that are just bad, one right after the other with the same thing that always seems to be happening on repeat, right? You just kind of get to a point where you're like, this is fine, this is fine, this is what. When I found faith in that, I stopped. I let all that go. I realized that it was okay to love them anyway, even if you knew they were going to hurt you or was worried that they might hurt you, because love is actually an endless abundance. We can tap into literally at any time. So give them all the love, because if they're running around and they need all the extra love, then chances are they really did need it, and you've got plenty more they can give, and eventually someone will come along and appreciate the extra energy you got to give them. You know what I mean? Um, mm, Getting things done efficiently, strong focus on career. This sure has been one of my big things too. I might be a little bit of an overachiever sometimes, and that does bite me every time. For example, when before I started like the last major job that I had, I remember telling my husband, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna overachieve this time. Don't be the lowest, don't be like the underachiever, but don't be the overachiever. Just stay in the middle, mind your business, stay in the middle. That's all I'm gonna do, stay in the middle. He goes, I'll give you 6 months. You'll be a manager somewhere. And I was like, shut up. No, staying in the middle, minding my business. I really did try. Thing is I like being at home. So when I'm at work, it's not that I minded being at work, but I realized that when you actually work, time passes by fast. When you don't work, shit drags. An hour feels like 18. 10 minutes is like 4 hours. But when you're working and you're moving, 3 hours goes by like that. 8 hours is like 1, 2, it feels like. And you're right back at home in your happy place, doing what you set out to do in the first place. On your little. Anyways, um, that's always how I viewed it. So, and it was baby easy job. It really was, and I didn't mind it. And I like cleaning, and it gave me like purpose in the moment. So, yeah, I did do that, and I liked it. Um, the only reason I left really was because I couldn't keep working like 7 days a week, and then for 6 days still showing up on off days, covering extra shifts, opening and turning around and helping close the store, still answering my phone every 30 seconds. I also had a bunch of kids, and it's not that I minded, but there was this one week that they had me scheduled like 9 days straight, and there was this Monday that was coming, and I knew that there was nothing going on because I don't have anything going on Mondays. And I asked them if they could cover me because I knew there was more than enough people. And somehow, all of a sudden, it ended up a problem, even though I was always the one that always would cover everybody else's shift. So after about an hour of taking all of that, I just finally said, you know what? No, nothing is worth your sanity. Nothing. I will happily live in a tree before I am somebody's bitch like that 18 days a week for bare minimum. I'm just gonna leave that right there. No matter what obstacles were kind of thrown in my way, though, I will say that things have always worked out. God did take care of me. He's taken care of mine. There hasn't always been the best times, but honestly, life, it could be worse. I mean, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that it's not where it was. I'm grateful that I'm not in the same headspace that I was yesterday. Every day is a new adventure, right? So, would you work at work? The people that don't want to work at work, they don't like the people that work at work. When I first started to like level up in my job, when I became a supervisor, they moved me to the, well, I was already kind of in the evenings, it's like closing. So then I became a supervisor. Well, I loved working in the evenings. My evening crew, I'm here to tell you that Gen Z was a much, much happier crew than when I became branch manager and they put me in the day shift with the other people my age and the millennials and Gen Xers. And I'm here to tell you that, woo-wee, I remember telling my general manager at one point in time, you know, they're gonna have to give day shifts some nerve pills or something because what? Just like, y'all, come on now. Come on. Come on now. It can't be like that. Anyways, so after I left that job, literally within the same week, I was already applying and looking for other jobs. And, you know, I didn't think it was going to be that big of a problem. I worked my ass off. Like, I'm polite. I was kind. And was a fucking doormat that never slowed down. So just kept getting met with like obstacles, blocks, bullshit after bullshit. So I was like, fine, fuck it. Guess God's telling me to do something else. So I'm gonna just tap into what he gave me naturally, right? I've always been able to draw. I was born with a pencil in my hand. Me and all of my sisters, actually, most of my family, could draw. It's like just a talent we have. So I opened a little art business. The first week or two, it's going like amazing. Then out of nowhere, it went like awful. Next thing I know, I'm being solicited for sex, people asking me if I sell drugs, shit I haven't even heard of before. Like, I didn't even know some of these fucking drugs existed, y'all. And so I was like, cool. So I started painting the store. And then, like, started looking into things, started doing research, opening some books, um, changing things, putting into shadow work aspect instead of just. I actually got my first deck of tarot when I was 18. So, ooh, 21 years ago. Uh, well, I feel like this video was long enough. I'm not going to lead into that part yet. I just wanted to touch a little on courage, I guess, and give you a little piece of crazy. because that's one of my main labels. Crazy. The moment you start telling people no and standing up for yourself, you become a problem. You become crazy. You become literally any and everything to keep someone else from having to take accountability for something stupid.